all right. It says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to chop it up today, not about boxing, but about Shannon Sharpe and everything that's going on with him and Stephen A. Smith. But salute to y'all that's in the building, man. Hit the like button, share the video. Spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Yes, indeed. Let me scroll up. See if we got in the building thus far in the AM. Brother Coach 67 Sports TV is in the building. What it do? Insane Talk, NBA, NFL, boxing. Salute. California Love is in the building. What it do? We got Charles Walton. We got the Dirt Game Boss is in the building. Miami Snoopy 305 is up in here. Jalen Hudson. King Strick. Gabe Moore is in the building. AB is in the building. TY Boxing 02. Avery Vice. Tamir Ali. Acondo LDBC or Nothing is in the building. Coach Hudson up in here. What it do, Coach? My brother Joe Townsend coming through standing on LDBC business, you dig? Rod Neal is in the building. Slip the jab. Elbow. Tim TV 212 is in the building. Jared Green. Justin Jacobs. Hamza S. Bon Voyage. Boxing and Barbecue. Let's see. Terrell Colwell. Miracle Taz. Mighty Eye. Vincent Williams. NWA. Kane Corso. What it do, fam? Yeah, we're going to cook today, man. Craig L. Lewis Hinton. What it do? I see YouTube ain't sending out my notifications. Boy, these people something serious, man. These people something vicious, man. As soon as I said that. Now, the way I can tell if they send out my notifications is I'm subscribed to this channel from my other page, and I got the notifications turned on just so I can see when they send it. I don't even know if that wasn't even my notification. Yeah, it is. That's my notification. It just now sent it. All right, what's up with Stephen X? What it do? Young City, what it do? David G, what's happening? Salute to everybody in the building. My brother Jared Green is in the super chat early, coming through with the 10-piece. Thank you, brother. Salute to you. He says, y'all hit the like button and sub to the General 78. I also need to bring this topic up on the Black Men's Perspective next episode. Yes, sir. Be a good cook. Make sure I go sub to the homie Jared Green as well. We'll be on his page cooking on Saturday sometime. So we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna cook on this Shannon Sharpe situation. We're gonna have an open, honest conversation amongst men and women that's here. We ain't finna do no sugarcoating, no tiptoeing through the tulips. We finna talk like men. If this conversation is too deep for you, if it's too upsetting, if it trigger you, you need to go somewhere, find you another channel. Go listen to one of the guys that's talking about boxing or something else this morning. But over here, we finna have some grown man conversations. You know what I mean? Grown folks conversation. You know. So let's go and get down to it, man. So we know that Shannon Sharpe, and we all know who Shannon Sharpe is. I ain't got to give you no background on him. Shannon Sharpe has had a lawsuit filed against him for $100 million. This is a civil suit. This is not a criminal complaint. This is a civil suit. He's being sued by an OnlyFans model who is, saying that she's alleging that Shannon Sharpe raped her, forcibly raped her in late 2024, last year, and then did it again, forcefully raped her in early 2025. Okay, red flag right there, but fine. We'll play the game. I'm just gonna tell you what the accusations are. That's what they say he did. Okay. she was threatening Shannon Sharpe, threatening to um, put this out. She secretly recorded one of their sexual encounters or whatever, right? One of their sexual encounters, and then uh, to according to Shannon, them they edited the tape to I guess one part that could be very embarrassing to Shannon. I suspect it's some race play stuff because this is I think a snow bunny. I think she a snow bunny. Shannon, of course, being black man. So I think Shannon was into some type of race play, which is ridiculous. I don't know why y'all be doing that, but whatever. That's a whole different conversation we'll talk about later. But so I'm assuming this part of the tape is going to be very damning and very it's going to be very embarrassing to Shannon. I'm assuming because she's trying to use this part allegedly to blackmail Shannon Sharpe to say, hey, I'm going to put this out. You know what I'm saying? So I can just imagine he probably was on there calling her, slapping her, smashing, hitting it from the back, smashing her, knocking upside her head. Yeah, you goofy snow bunny. You goofy pink chick, whatever. Yeah, you like this black, you know what? You know how them dudes do. That's probably what he was doing, most likely. And having that get out, she don't care because she's an OnlyFans model. This is how she makes a living. But if that get out for Shannon, she can make that look like, oh, I was getting abused. I'm so young and he's manipulating me because supposedly Shannon met her when she was 19. So I don't know, she's 23, 24 now or something like that, whatever. But so supposedly Shannon started messing with her when she was 19. And so some dudes got a problem with that. We're going to talk about that as well. Right. So she's saying that Shannon did all this stuff to her. Shannon then responded, denied the accusations, and had his lawyer and them put out some tweets, or not tweets, but text messages, private text messages of this girl talking about just showing that they had a sexual relationship, a consensual sexual relationship. But the girl was saying that in the text messages, she want, Shannon was tricking on her, I guess, because she say, oh, I know you missed this. I know you missed this behind, you know what I'm saying? And it's you put 25,000 a cheek. You know what I'm saying? So she taxing Shannon 50 grand. What's up, Sister Shower in the building? She taxing Shannon 50 grand for her services, right? And Shannon paying, I guess. So then she also says in there something about how she want him to put one of those big black babies inside her. I mean, this is how I know they were doing some filthy race play stuff, because these people just disgusting. It's just nasty work, right? Embarrassing stuff. But anyway, with all that being said, what's up, Mark Harrison? What's up, Chop Shop? Salute to everybody in the building. Smash that like button, share the video, y'all. So with all that being said, she then releases an audio tape. She releases an audio tape of we can't tell. It's just audio, so we don't know if it's been edited, clipped, or what. But she's clearly on the phone trying to get Shannon to say something. She clearly set them up. I've been there. I know the game. I sympathize with Shannon because I know exactly what's happening here. He cut the young chick off. You know what I'm saying? He cut the young chick off. She wasn't finna. No, you don't cut me off. You don't leave me. And she won't that get back. So she called him, trying to bait him into making threats or something over the phone, and he fell for it. He said, because she kept using the word manipulate. She tried to play the victim. Oh, stop trying to manipulate me. Stop trying to manipulate. So Shannon got mad, and he was like, you say that word one more time, manipulate, I'm going to choke the mess out of you when I see you, okay? So now she got him. That's a threat. That's a threat. See what I'm saying? By the law, that's a threat. So she could, but anybody that's been in relationships, we understand that what Shannon said was nothing. But they can use that to say, look, he threatened this girl, you know what I'm saying? And then with her being a snow bunny on top of that, makes it even worse. Her age makes it even worse. So all these things combined, they trying to make Shannon look like just a big black brute. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Sister Shaquilla Fields? Salute to you. DP Rocker, what's happening? What's up, young Abel? So the thing is this. This is what happened in this situation. From my perspective, from outside looking in, of course, I don't know exactly what happened because I wasn't there. But from the outside looking in and from judging by other people's situations and situations I've been in myself. What's up, Brandon Love Sports? What it do, fam? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think happened here. Shannon, being a dude with money, out here playing with his money. He out here playing in the money. Dudes with money, do some means, do that. Okay, right? And a lot of them gonna lie and say they don't do it. Fine, okay. All you dudes want to pretend like y'all ain't, I don't do this. Fine. Salute to you. You're a saint. You know what I'm saying? But I know this. A whole lot of y'all ripping running in that strip club. A lot of you dudes in y'all 40s and 50s ripping and running in the strip club, bragging about making it rain in the strip club, but then you want to criticize dudes like Shannon, right? You want to criticize dudes like Shannon and these other cats. But I'm going to tell y'all something about the strip club. You know who work in the strip club? Teenage girls and 20-some-year-old girls. Ain't no 30 and 40-some-year-old girls up on that stage dancing. It just ain't, bro. You might find one here and there. So any of y'all dudes that's judgmental about, oh, man, he too old to be messing with her. Well, ain't you too old to be stuffing $20 up some 19, 20-year-old girl behind? Ain't you? So let's just keep it 100. We're not going to play. I'm not going to play no games with you. I'm a grown man. I've been outside a long time, so we're going to have grown man bars over here. You understand? We're not finna do the little self-righteous stuff over here. Like y'all, I don't do that. That girl's old enough to be my daughter. Yeah, you're a saint. You're making my heart bleed for you. But anyway, he tried to cut the girl off. See what I'm saying? He tried to cut the girl off. Maybe she was getting on his nerve, and that happens. When you got money and you got options to mess with this one or that one. Hey, some dudes want to go mess with, okay, yeah, she a little baddie. You know what I'm saying? You want to know if you still got it, if you still a man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now he trick off on the little young broad. She 19. He trick off on her, right? And she had OnlyFans model. So, dudes be watching the OnlyFans chicks and be, pleasuring themselves watching these stuff on the internet. But now he got money, so he ain't got to keep pleasuring himself. He can actually, meet her. Hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe. I got money. Hey, what it's going to cost for me to, tap, tap, tap. She give him a price, boom. He smashed, right? Whatever. However you feel about that is whatever, but he smashed. Now, they get kinky. She role playing, they role playing together. Right? They role playing, they getting all this little freaky stuff they got going on. Whatever it is they doing, that's what they doing. So then something happens. Maybe she getting on his nerve. Maybe her emotion, because them young chicks are very emotional. The conversations is trash. I'm telling you from personal experience. When you first start dealing with them, it's exciting. You're like, man, bro, you feeling young, you feel powerful, feel strong. You know what I'm saying? It's different from messing with a chick that's in her 40s. It's just different. I'm telling you, I don't care what you say. You mess with them girls in their 20s and their bodies is still tight. That thing is like gripping you like a ball python or something. You know what I mean? And then you just feel powerful, right? But then after you drop that load, you got to be in the room with this idiot. They're idiots, bro. They laughing at goofy stuff on Instagram and look at this. Hey, and then you start feeling like a creep. And you're like, man, bro, man, that was a good session, but man, this chick kind of dumb. Hey, let's just go out to eat. And you try to take your mind off being a creep. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be no creep. So you say, hey, but let's just go somewhere else. You starting to sound like a kid. I don't want to. Let's talk about some grown folk stuff. You start listening to music. You can't vibe with her on the music. You're like, you know what, man? Let me. I don't need to be messing with this chick here, man. You know what I'm saying? She beefing with people on Facebook and Insta and Twitter, FaceTiming people, cussing people out. And you're like, man, what in the world is this, man? This ain't. I ain't signed up for this. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll just see you next time I want to smash. Then what happens is she get mad because she started treating you like a trick. Hey, I was wondering, my car's in the shop and it's like the guy's telling me it needs a new engine. Yeah, he's telling me it needs a new engine and it's gonna do this and that. Okay, what you calling me for? Well, I was wondering if you can help me out. Why you calling me though? You mess with like 5 different dudes. Yeah, but you're the only one that has money. You're a grown up and you grown too. What you talking about? That's when it hits you. Lord have mercy. I done became a sugar daddy. I'm a sugar daddy. I thought I was a player. I thought I was out here shaking and moving and doing something smooth, and the broad don't even like me. She just like what I can do for her. Lord have mercy. That's a painful thing for a grown man to have to accept. The girl just won't. She just like what you can do for her. You just stable. That's all. You just stable. So then you cut her off and say no, and that's the worst thing that can happen. You say no, and then once you say no, what happens then? Now she wants payback, revenge. You're a creep. I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to destroy you. Yeah, you think you can say no to me? Watch this. And then they come out here and they tear you up. They destroy you. They try to do, and that's what she doing. She went and got Tony Busby, right? And they tried to shake. What's up, Freedom's March? They tried to shake down Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon, this is where he messed up too. He tried to pay her off because Shannon is working on $100 million deal, right? So he figured, okay, I can't have this stuff getting in my way. She threatening to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, I can't have this in my way. I'm going to get $100 million. Let me just try to get this chick some money, $10 million or something, make her go away. You know what I'm saying? And just sign a confidentiality agreement. She'll leave me alone. I ain't got to worry about this. But nope. Once he agreed to a $10 million settlement, they start rubbing their hands together like Birdman. They said, whoo, he willing to pay $10 million? Tony Busby said, no, sir. If he's willing to pay you $10 million, he'll pay $50. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, Shannon ain't finna pay no $50. He like, nah, forget that. I take my chances in court and in the public opinion. That's what happened, y'all. That's all that happened here. And it can happen to any one of you brothers. Any one of you. And I know a lot of y'all sitting on y'all high horse and y'all don't believe it can happen to you. It can happen. Yeah, Joe, I got that picture. Joe Thompson sent me a picture of the girl. So it can happen to anybody that's been outside. If you got an ex-girlfriend, you ever broke up with her on bad terms, that can happen to you. All it takes is her to make an accusation. It's some girl you had a one-night stand with, whatever, it can happen. It can happen to you. The best of you, the most righteous of you, the ones who think y'all can judge everybody else, come on this internet judging everybody else, same exact thing can happen to you. Now, this is my thing. I agree, Abel, you should have stood his ground. Now, this is my Joe Townsend say facts. It happened to me a couple times. Yeah, it happened to me. That's what I'm saying. That's why it irritates me when I see brothers like just jumping on, believing everything a chick say. I'm not saying every woman is lying. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is a lot of these women in this era right now are purposely trying to ruin these dudes' lives and trying to blackmail them and shake them down for cash. And they got dudes out here helping them. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. I'm going to show y'all something here. So for the people out there who's saying Shannon had no business, I saw this comment a lot in my chat. People like, man, Shannon got no business messing with no 19-year-old. Shannon got no business. He too old for that. Shannon almost 50 years old out here messing with a 19-year-old. And he ain't got no business. He should have known better. He should have known. Yeah, everybody should have known better. All right, but like I said, y'all don't say that when y'all in the strip club stuffing them dollar bills down them teenage girls and them 20-year-old girls G-strings. You don't say that. And all y'all, I don't know no dudes who ain't never been to the strip club. So who? Let me guess. The girls were dancing was 40. They was in their 30s. Shut up. Stop lying. It's a grown woman, right? So cut the BS out. Y'all can't pick and choose when you want to call somebody grown. Now, this is Leonardo DiCaprio on the top left-hand corner that's in the water with his 19-year-old chick. Leonardo DiCaprio got to be in his 50s. And he up here with this 19-year-old chick in the public, having a good time, no problemo. Nobody says nothing about Leonardo DiCaprio being a creep. Nobody suggests there's something wrong with him. Leonardo DiCaprio broke up with his 25-year-old girlfriend to date a 19-year-old. Okay, he admit that he like them young. As long as they grown, he like them young. What's the problem? Right? Nobody saying nothing. No criticism to this actor Leonardo DiCaprio. To the top right-hand corner, you got Bill Belichick, Super Bowl winning coach, one of the best coaches they say of all time. He here with his 24-year-old girlfriend, right? Don't know when he met her, how old she was, but Bill Belichick clearly is old enough to be this girl granddaddy, a great granddaddy. Okay, how old is Bill Belichick? In his 80s or something. Let me look how old Bill Belichick is. Let me type it in here real quick on Google. Let me see, Bill Belichick, 73 years old, born in 1952. 73 years old, Bill Belichick out here with the 24-year-old chick, right? Now he got her. Everybody treat him like he a straight player. Oh, OG still got it. Oh, Bill Belichick, man, he got the young broad, man. Bill Belichick, man, not one. I ain't heard one person call him no creepazoid. The man just got a job working at a college where he's gonna be around more 20-some-year-old chicks. No complaints from nobody. You got everybody's favorite Al Pacino down here on the bottom left corner, right? This is Scarface. This is Carlito's Way. This is The Godfather, Michael Corleone, and so on and so forth. He down there with his little young broad. Just had a baby by her too. Al Pacino, allegedly the father. You know what I'm saying? You think this woman is in love with Al Pacino and she won't nothing? He just having fun. He doing what he do. He knows she using him and he using her for her body, for her youth. You understand? Then you got the late Hugh Hefner in the bottom right-hand corner. Hugh Hefner, that's his chick right there, his widow. Before he passed away, Hugh Hefner lived. I'm talking about Diddy freak-offs. This dude, Hugh Hefner, everything he did was a freak-off. People go to the Playboy Mansion and have their choice of a chick. These girls was in their teens and everything. Nobody said nothing. This happened for decades, ladies and gentlemen. Decades. But now, all of a sudden, in the last, 5 to 10, about 10 years, last 10 years, there's been this Me Too movement push. And some of these dudes have, jumped on that bandwagon. They male feminists too. They jumped on this bandwagon of toxic masculinity, right? And now all of a sudden, all these dudes who grew up doing stuff like this, dating younger women, now all of a sudden, if you black and you do this, you're a creep. If you black and you do this, you're a creep, right? You seen it online when they tried to come at Shaq for saying that Ice Spice was fine. Oh, Shaq too old, be saying she fine. They acting like Ice Spice is a kid or something. This is a grown woman. But this is what they do. And it ain't just the media, it's black people. Other black people are holding black people to some ridiculous standard that nobody else is held to, which sets us up for failure. Oh, you should have known better. But shut up, dude. You don't even pay child support. Dudes on the internet talking about somebody else should have known better, and you ain't even paid child support. When the last time you went to see your kids? Fool, don't even talk to your brother. When the last time you talked to your brother? Somebody else should have known better. Just shut up. Let me read this super chat real quick. Now the 86 is in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. Salute to you. He says, salute, General, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Appreciate it, bro. Yes, sir. What's up, Brown Sugar Tay in the building? Felix Nunez, what it do? What's up, Steph Brown? So this is my thing, all right? Men with money are going to, men of means, men who are able to, are going to mess with younger chicks. They just are. As long as they're grown, I don't see what the problem is, okay? Because a lot of you dudes are hypocrites. I've been seeing these comments from people like, Shannon should have known better, messing with a younger chick. Yeah, man, what's up with these dudes messing with younger chicks? But then I see you dudes keep using these terms that y'all heard from Kevin Samuel, terms like high value. I'm a high value man. High value men have options. High value men, we appreciate with age. You know what I'm saying? We're like fine wine. But women, they like spoiled milk. Women, you know, when they get older, nobody wants this older woman. See, older man, we can go get a younger woman. Y'all say all this stuff on these podcasts, and then when somebody's actually doing what you theorize, when somebody's actually doing it, you're jealous and you're a hater. Just make it make sense for me, please. Make it make sense. I told y'all we're gonna have real talk over here today. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing or play these little weird games with y'all dudes. I'm a man. I've been around the homies kicking it my whole life. I know how men act. I'm not finna sit here and play these games to be politically correct, right? Plenty of times I've been riding in the car and dudes look out the window, dang, she bad, right? Dang, everybody in the car looking. Then as you get closer, you realize she might not be up to par. She might not be of age to be saying something like that. And then you say, oh, dang, you know what I'm saying? And then you keep it moving. But nobody should be arrested for that. No, but you didn't know. That don't make you a creep. You didn't know. But let me guess. Still, no, Sydney, don't have this too much. It's too real, bro. This conversation's too real. I'm more comfortable pretending. I'm more comfortable pretending like I'm a saint on the internet. Man, don't nobody believe you, fam. Don't nobody believe you. I don't believe you. You a sucker to me. All you dudes that come on here pretending to be holier than thou is liars. When you in that strip club and you got that drink in your hand and that young thing come over to you and sit on your lap and say, hey, you like my dance? Hey, can I give you a private dance? You ain't talking about some, hey, let me see your ID. How old is you? You know why? Because you assume if she in that club, she obviously old enough to be in there. And I ain't never seen not one brother my whole life say to a girl, hey, now I only mess with chicks this, you got to at least be 35. You can't, I ain't never seen it. On the internet, I see it all the time. Never seen it in person. Never. You dudes is liars. African Thor is in the super chat with that 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Family says, this is why we love your 78 salute. Yes, sir, bro. We're going to keep 100 at all times over here. I don't do nothing I'm ashamed of. And like I say, you know what I'm saying? I think you get farther with keeping it 100 than you do faking the funk for people. Ain't nobody that important that I got to fake the funk for them. Let me see here. AJ Moore says, 70, I don't know if you brought this up yet, but Elon Musk is a perfect example. He knocking up a 20-year-old and ain't even taking care of the kid. Wow. So Elon Musk, the one of the richest men in the world, how old is he? In his 40s, 50s? How old is Elon Musk? And he got a 20-year-old. Ain't nobody saying nothing, though. But I'm going to tell you something. When you of the right, when you got the complexion for the protection, bro, you know that people gonna protect their people, but it's black folks that's the issue. Black folks, we treat them like they above us. We treat everybody else like they get a pass. Oh, that's nothing. But then as soon as one of us doing something, now you should have known better. You should have known better. You can't do that, boy. Boy, don't you know better? Your boy took them lips in, boy. That's what you get. Out here walking around, boy, with your chest poked out and them big old lips. Boy, tuck them lips in, nigga. You know you can't be out here breathing air like white folk. You know that, boy. Felix Nunez is in a super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, you remember what happened to Akon some years ago? No, I don't remember. I don't remember, bro. So that's all I'm saying, bro. You see these dudes up here, just the rich men or men with money, men of means, men who got options. They do this. They mess with younger chicks. Now, some men are afraid to say that because they don't want the stigma of being like, oh man, just because I like a girl that's 20, don't mean I like a girl that's 15. That's different. But so people try, people who hate on it will try to make it equate it as the same thing. So that leads a lot of these dudes into sneaking around and messing with these little young broads. But look, bro, it is what it is. I already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And, Tracy Ellis Ross, we just talked about this on No 304 Show, my other page. Make sure y'all go sub to No 304 Show with me and Blu-ray. We just talked about this on there, last episode on Sunday, where Tracy Ellis Ross was talking about how she date younger men because she think older men her age have been grown up in an era of toxic masculinity, what she say. So she dates younger men who haven't grown up in that era. So that's her preference. She like men that are grown, but men that's in their 20s. She got a right to she grown. Keisha Cole, another one. Keisha Cole like dudes that's in their 20s. What's the girl name? Drea, who the historical thought. You know what I'm saying? She got the young boy Jalen Green. Jalen Green like 20 or something, 23 or something. Drea in her 40s or something. She got him. No big deal. But for whatever reason, we want to target guys like Shannon Sharpe and shame him for messing with a girl that was 19 or 20 something. You want to shame Shaq or anybody else, any other grown man that's messing with a grown woman, right? I just think it's hypocritical and I think it's ridiculous, in my opinion. I think it's fake. I think the outrage is fake and fugazi. It's a lot. Too many dudes on this internet trying their best to be a part of the little girls club or the feminist club or something. Like you can get pats on the head or the girls gonna like you or something. It don't work, bro. I'm just telling you, it don't work. Yeah, Larsa, exactly, Abel. Larsa Pippen. This woman is the queen of all cougars. Larsa Pippen got to be, I don't know how old she is, man. Larsa Pippen old as dirt, and she out here praying on. She literally prayed on Marcus Jordan, a little dude she used to babysit. She didn't pray on him. You know, nobody say nothing. No shame for Larsa Pippen in the media. Right, so I wanted to cover that aspect of it with the Shannon Sharpe thing, right? The reality is, men who got options are going to choose younger women, right? They just are. They just are. Younger women, for some men, make them feel younger, more powerful. They can still produce children and stuff like that, and that's just what it is. It's happened like that since the beginning of time. Nobody's gonna come change it. Because you call somebody a creep in the last 20 years. It's just not going to happen. Nia Long, the beautiful actress Nia Long, who used to be with Ime Udoka, just came out and said that when she was in high school, she was dating a 30-year-old. Her mama approved of it. No outrage nowhere. No outrage. Nobody saying nothing. Because I'm telling y'all, this is a new phenomenon that has happened. Right? Now, in the 80s, in the 70s, it was not looked at the way it's looked at today. It just was, even in the 90s, it wasn't looked at as it was today. Y'all know I ain't lying. Suge Knight Cigars in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says Stephen A. Participated in the hit job Scumbag. Yeah, he did. Stephen A. Smith is a sucker for what he did to Shannon Sharpe yesterday. Shannon Sharpe is his colleague, and yeah, y'all get them likes. So we should have well over 300 likes in the building for all this game y'all getting. You know what I'm saying? We should have over 300 likes. I hope y'all sharing the video. But Stephen A. Smith, for what he did yesterday, was he snitched on himself too, and he told on himself. This is the worst type of plantation overseeing, bootlicking, buck dancing. Boy, I'm talking about Mr. Bojangles for real, Stephen A. Smith. This dude sat there and so proudly, I talked to the bosses. Now, I have bosses, and I know we all sit here and we act like we are our own boss and we this and we got our own thing going. But listen, we all answer to somebody. And I got to talk to the bosses. Shut up, man. Them people ain't called you. You sit there and called them people. You admitted it. I read between the lines. You called ESPN bosses, and then you reached out to and called the dude who owned Disney. You called them, and you said, "Hey, I'm going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe situation on my podcast. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to be addressing it." And then from there, you only told them that, not out of respect, because you didn't have to tell them that. That's your own podcast. Pat McAfee ain't calling ESPN every time he say something. So why aren't you doing it, Mr. Bojangles? Why? You still acting like Sergeant Waters, tiptoeing through the tulips. This dude here called them people on Shannon. Hey, look, so what's going to happen with Shannon? I mean, look, I'm torn. What are you torn about? What are you torn about, bro? Stephen A. Smith, the day these people come for you, the day you fall out of favor with Massa, I promise you I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Stephen A., this is the best promise I can ever give you. The day Master get tired of you and you fall from grace in his eyes, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to drink. I'm going to dance. I'm going to throw bread. I'm going to break bread with all the homies. I might send $1,000 worth of super chats to all the brothers that day, because I'm going to celebrate. And I'm going to mark that day as on my calendar. It's the day you fall. The day the traitor fell from grace. That's what I'm going to do, Stephen A. That's how much I despise you for the type of brother you is. Because people like you are the worst type of black people. The worst. You look like us. You do a few good deeds and make us think you one of us. And as soon as we ain't looking, you running in the office snitching. When I used to work in the workforce and stuff, it was dudes like Stephen A. Smith. I remember this one brother who was training me. I liked this brother too, man. He was a good brother, older than me. I was young. I was like, what? I had just got out of jail. I think I was, 20... I don't know how old I was. I was young. I was in my 20s, my late 20s or something. And I started working for this company or whatever, right? And it's an older brother. You know, he like in his early 50s. And he's schooling me on stuff. And he like helped me out. Like, hey, man, look, we're going to come and teach you this. He teaching me above and beyond. He teaching me stuff he didn't even have to teach me about the job, right? Stuff that was outside my job description. So I appreciate it, because it helped me advance, right? So before you know it, I get promoted, right? The bosses come to me, they see how I'm working. They're like, yeah, we like how you're moving. I said, man. So I thanked him, like, man, thank you for teaching me all this stuff, whatever, So I'm thinking this is a solid brother here. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I'm the type of person, I'm always going to defend myself and stand my ground. I don't cause no trouble at no job. I don't believe in that. I come to work, do my job, right? But if you offend me or I'm gonna let you know about it. Like, I'm gonna stand up for myself without being ignorant about it. I'm gonna let you know, right? So what happened is this woman named Sue, who worked in another building, right? When I come in, I check my mailbox when I come into the work, right? I was a supervisor of this building, so when I come in, or the shipping and receiving, I should say. So when I come in, I check my mailbox. And then they put orders in there. The office leaves orders and stuff in my mailbox, orders that need to be shipped out for that day. So they messed up and put Sue, her mail in my mailbox, right? But they stapled an order that was for me at the back of that order for Sue. But I didn't see that. I just looked at the first couple pages and I saw this was for the other building. So I took it over there to her. And then I'm over there doing my work. She comes stomping in the building. Can you read? She get in my face. Can you read? Can you read? I said, what? What do you mean, can I read? And she showed me the paper. This is for you. Yeah, this is for you. This is not for me. I said, whoa, don't come over here getting in my face asking me, can I read? I didn't come and disrespect you. I said, don't ever do that to me again. If I made a mistake and brought my paperwork over there, then you bring it over here and say, hey, this is for you. You made a mistake. That's it. All this can I read stuff, get out of my face. Don't you ever walk in my face talking that crazy stuff. So that's all I said to her, right? Didn't make no threats, nothing. She get offended, of course, because I stood up for myself. She go tell the bosses, right? And no, she told the black dude. She told the black dude who trained me, right? I ain't gonna say his name, but she told him, right? And he told her, hey, well, he's a supervisor now. So like, I can't do nothing. I can't like discipline him. He's a supervisor now, right? Me and him on the same level. So later on, I get called in the office by the foreman of the shop. And the foreman says, hey, Kevin, everything okay? Sue came over and said that there was some type of altercation. I said, altercation? What no altercation? Guess who in the office sitting down with the foreman? The black dude who trained me. So this dude threw me under the bus. He talking about yeah, man, you gotta be careful, you getting into it, with people out here, and Sue's been here for 20 years, and I'm like, I don't care how long Sue been here. She disrespected me. You don't walk in my face, get in my face, and talk to me like I'm a child. What are you talking about? So I'm looking at this dude like, you gotta be serious. You can't be serious. So that's what Stephen A. Smith remind me of one of those dudes. Around you, he a solid brother, right? A solid brother. And then when he get around them people, he's gonna show his behind. You understand? He gonna let them people know at all times, hey, you can trust me. I got the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning is how to make you more money, sir. Yes, sir, master. How to make you more money. And how can I get some of it? How can I get some of the crumbs that fall from master's table? This is the mentality of the slave, like Stephen A. Smith. That's his mentality. Straight clown. I read brother salute. Let me see here. John Steele's in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. He says, man, Stephan, I heard about that 100 deal. Then Stephen A. heard about that $100 million deal, and then called the boss. Yeah, that's what I believe it too. I think he was jealous of Shannon. I think he was jealous of. FBA defensive in the super chat. Appreciate the support with the 5-piece. He says, so many old women mad at the privileged rich men have in regarding to dating younger women. You're right, 78. Salute. Young Abel in the super chat, the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, Stephen A. Smith never stepped outside. He's a company man. He's going to continue to be a company man. He's going to continue to be that. What's up, Underrated Darkness? What it do, fam? What's up, Mastermind? So, Shannon, it's right now he's in a tough pickle. Either he in a bad situation because technically he threatened the girl on the tape. Now, anybody that's been in some relationships, we know I didn't say it far worse to a chick than I'm going to choke you. To be honest with you, I have. That's just me being honest, okay? I didn't say it far worse. And I'm sure Shannon has said far worse. I'm sure some of y'all in the chat have said far worse about a chick. But that's what happens when emotions are involved, anger is involved. You just hope that nobody catches you on camera in your worst moments. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You got to hope that nobody catches you on camera in your worst moments. So I don't sit here and judge people and put myself on a high horse because like a lot of these other clowns on YouTube do, because I understand that it could be me one day. It could be my little brother. It could be my son. You understand? You understand? So it can happen. It happens. People get angry. They get emotional and they say stuff. You know what I mean? So Shannon had a sexual relationship with this woman, and he said something to her. Now they're gonna take this and they're gonna twist it and all that kind of stuff, and they're gonna make it out. They're gonna make Shannon out to be some big black brute, right? And some of this is on Shannon. Some of this is his fault. Some of it, not all, but some of it is Shannon's fault because Shannon was messing with not just a young chick, but he was messing with a snow bunny at that. All right, and you got to understand the history and the dynamics of that. So that's two things. She's young. That's a red flag. Then she's a snow bunny, which is another red flag. Then on top of that, she got her OnlyFans. Okay. Then you talking to her on you know what I'm saying? You should have known, like when she did that, like she got you on tape making a threat. Okay, fine. This is exactly why I record chicks, bro. This is why I record chicks. You know what I'm saying? Now, because I know if you come out trying to embarrass me, you're gonna be more embarrassed. That's what I do know. You're gonna be more embarrassed. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell you all my techniques. I ain't gonna tell you all my techniques, but trust me, if you come out trying to embarrass me, you the one gonna have to be doing some explaining. Because I know how to get out of mine. Joseph Brown in the super chat with the 10 piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says, salute 78. Into the party a little late, he says, this morning, but as usual, you always on time and you cooking like fish grease, especially on the Uncle Tom Stephen A. Smith. Salute, brother. Appreciate the love. Yeah, so Shannon is probably. I hope he come out of this unscathed. I really do. But he probably gonna take a hit. He probably gonna get fired from ESPN or suspended from ESPN while this stuff is happening, right? Because they fired Michael Irvin, and Michael Irvin was another dude who always getting targeted by these chicks, right? But when you out here, you successful, and you out here making money and making moves, and you messing with these chicks and stuff like that, it's gonna be chicks that's out here that's sent for you. I want y'all brothers to understand that too. It's gonna be chicks that's sent for you, all right? Pimps will send their chicks to hang around in vicinities where you're gonna be at, especially in like if you're an athlete, rappers, and all that kind of stuff. It's very easy. I told you, man. Like, when I was in the game, I did it to Floyd. I sent the chick at Floyd, and it worked. Easy work. I mean, I didn't get rich off of it or nothing, but we got like 10 G's out the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, bro. It happens. Rich dudes sometimes can be blinded by their own greed. They get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And not, you're not peeping your surroundings the way you should be. So some of this is on Shannon. You know what I mean? And but the majority of it is on this girl setting them up and this Tony Busby dude. You know what I'm saying? The majority of it is on them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. One of the best takes, probably the best take I heard about this topic about Shannon Sharpe issue was from Cameron. And shout out to Cameron. Mace wasn't there, but I heard Cameron's response right before I went live. And I was pleasantly surprised that Cameron is not no petty little weak ninja, because Cameron had his little back and forth going on with Shannon Sharpe last year about some little petty stuff. But Cameron, being a thorough dude, he didn't let his past issue with Shannon Sharpe affect his reasoning today. And that's why I got the utmost respect for his positioning on this. Cameron, you got to listen to it yourself. What he broke down was something only dudes who been there would know what he's talking about. Only dudes who've been there would know what Cameron talking about. He was very honest about the situation, and he kept it 100. But a lot of these dudes who never dealt with a lot of women before, a lot of these dudes who haven't been privy to certain lifestyles, this just all seem foreign to them, fam. It just seemed foreign. They're like, man, I would never do it. Bro, you would never do it because you haven't had the opportunity to do it. Don't tell me what you would never do, and you ain't never had the opportunity to do it. It's like somebody saying, "Oh man, you remember them questions that like you have when you broke, them broke questions like, man, if I had $1 million, man, what would you do if you had $1 million?" And then you and your friends sitting around, y'all talk about what you do. I buy my house, I buy my mama house, I do this, I do that, I do that, right. And then it's that one dude that say, "Hey man, I'm gonna buy me a Lambo." And then it's another dude that say, "Man, ain't no way I spend, man, $250,000 on no car, man. I don't care how much money I got, bro. Ain't no way I spend $250,000 on no car." Now, see, this is what people say, but how do you know that if you ain't never had the money? And this is how I know you lying. You got a $55,000. This is back when Escalades cost $55,000. Now they like $100,000. But back in the day, you got a $55,000 Cadillac Escalade, but you make $25,000 a year. You make $25,000 a year. You living in an apartment, and you got a $55,000 Escalade that you paying crazy car note on. And you mean to tell me with $1 million, I'm supposed to believe you wouldn't spend $250,000 on a fancy car? Sorry, you got expensive taste now, and you poor. What you going? That don't change when you get more money. So people just be talking, bro. People just be talking. people just say stuff because they think it sound good. Man, if I had that money, I would never do nothing like that. Ain't no way. I seen a dude, a cat that I grew up with, used to always say, you know, how man, y'all be in a strip club every weekend, man. I could never see myself giving these chicks that kind of money. But y'all paying these girls college funds and all that kind of stuff he used to say, right? And because he never had no money though, right? He never had no money like that. You know, he just a working man and stuff like that, you know, responsible dude, but he never had no F off money, I should say, right? Until he did. All right, he had got a lawsuit. Something happened, a car accident situation, and he milked that situation real good, and boom, he got a nice settlement, or like I think about $25,000. This is in the early 2000s, so $25,000 was a little bit more than it is today. He got about 25 grand in a settlement, right? And you know the first thing he did? It was Friday. He's like, hey man, let's go to the strip club, man. It's on me. I said, it's on you today? Oh yeah, man. I thought you liked strip club. Oh man, I just want to go. I ain't never really been in there before. He went and got $5,000 worth of singles, and we had a good time. Right? But this the guy who told us we crazy. See, when you can't do what Shannon Sharpe do, it's easy to judge him. It's easy to judge him. When you in a position to do what he doing, it's a little harder to judge him because who knows what you gonna do. If you walking down the street and all of a sudden 20-some-year-old women think you so attractive and they head over heels about you and they flirting with you and everywhere you go, you can say on the internet that you wouldn't mess with none of them, your morals and your morality and all. You can say that, but I don't believe you. I don't. Your ego gonna get stroked and then you gonna do what you do. That's what happens. Nah, man, not me. I just don't believe in that. Man, shut up, bro. Shut up. Sound good. Saints in the Cash App, appreciate the love, fam. He says, someone need to investigate Busby. Yeah, they do. Tony Busby is a shakedown artist, man. He's an ambulance chaser, but I've been told y'all that. I told y'all that when he did that stuff. Listen, bro, I know a girl personally that's on the Diddy case. She told me she was going to get on the case. She literally bragged to me she was going to get on the case because she was at a party before and Diddy was there. And she took a picture with Diddy. She said, oh, everybody else saw him? I'm going to sue him. I thought she was playing. Nope. She's on the case. Now, she ain't one of the famous cases or nothing like that, but she got her little, she waiting on the settlement. She just making up stuff, bro. Literally lying on the dude, just jumping on the case. Tony Busby ain't vetted this chick. Now, if I was dirty, I'd expose her, but I don't want to be no, you know what I'm saying, no snitch. She got to live with her little ridiculous stuff she doing right now, but I'm not going to get involved with that. But if they properly vet that stuff situation, man, she going to look foolish. But she on the case. Then they try to put it on Jay-Z. I told y'all from the beginning that story sounded ridiculous. And dudes on here capping for this lion pink woman. This lion snow bunny. Yeah, when I was 13, I took it. My friend drove me all the way 5 hours to New York City, and my friend didn't stay. They drove 5 hours all the way back, and They just left me down in New York City so I can go to the Video Music Awards. And I'm looking at it on the Jumbotron, even though the Jumbotron wasn't there the year I say I went. Oh, and then Jay-Z and Diddy and Jennifer Lopez did all this stuff to me. Oh, really? Well, why was Jay-Z seen and Diddy seen at a nightclub at the time you say this happened? It's just ridiculous, bro. I don't know. And then people pretending like they believe this stuff just for video views. This is ridiculous, bro. I ain't got time for it. What's happening with Jermaine 419? I see the girl been revealed that accused Shannon Sharpe of allegations. She's 20 years old. Yeah, we seen her. Yeah, she an OnlyFans chick. She an OnlyFans chick. But that's what happens though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The dude Tony Busby tried to get Jay-Z. It didn't work. Jay-Z shut it down. I told y'all Jay-Z not Diddy, bro. Diddy locked up. Diddy got one of the worst legal teams I've ever seen in my life, bro. Diddy legal team is horrible, and I mean horrible. If Diddy go to jail, it's gonna be because of his legal team, bro. They did a horrible job. They are allowing this man to be slandered in social media. They ain't putting no gag orders on people. They should be out here filing lawsuits against the slander and all this stuff. They just letting this stuff go. So, and Diddy, I don't know, man. He just, you know what I'm saying? I wish the best for him, man. But all these allegations, I don't know how he ain't gonna beat all of them. He ain't gonna beat all this stuff. Some of this stuff, the criminal case is what he need to be worried about beating. The civil cases, it's just a bunch of people making up stuff. But the criminal complaint from the feds, that's the one he gonna try to do something. But now Tony Busby got 100 people with the Diddy stuff. Then he tried to come at Jay-Z, and Jay-Z thrashed him, destroyed this liar, right? Now he coming for Shannon Sharpe, and he ain't done. Remember, he went at Deshaun Watson first. He ain't done. He found his rhythm. He found his niche. Tony Busby is going to be known for going at rich black dudes and taking what they got. So all you brothers now at this point going to have to be careful. You're going to have to, however you moving, you're going to have to make adjustments. You got to make adjustments to how you move. You know what I mean? You have to make adjustments to how you move. Now, Shannon Sharpe, when you interview Cat Williams, you had Cat Williams on your show, and Cat Williams went off. And he said that everybody was going to get exposed, and all this stuff was going to happen. And all that destruction of black entertainment that was done on your show. And look, the price you paid, you got popularity, you blew up, you finna negotiate $100 million deal, but at what cost? The cost of that, see, for everything you gain in this world, right, there has to be a sacrifice, right? So while you were the king of the hill with the Cat Williams interview, and everybody loved Shannon Sharpe, and some people hated on you, boom, 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 boom. Now the tables have turned, brother. That's why you can't never get too high, never get too low, man, because you on top of the world. See, this is what the devil will do for you. He put you on top of the world. You looking down at everybody laughing, spitting down at the crowd. Here I am, Shannon, king of the monkeys. Now where you at? See how that work? Now look where you at. Now the devil got you way down here at the bottom, and everybody looking down at you. This is how it happens, bro. This is just life. That happens like that in life. That's why I never get too high. You know what I'm saying? I never get too high and never get too low. Whenever things are going real good for me, I never get too excited. I never start bragging, because I know from my history, I know that bad news is coming. So if I find myself with an extra $5,000 this month, man, I got extra $5,000. What am I gonna do? Nothing. Let me hold on to this. Let me hold on to it. And what happens like that? Every time. My son's car break down. Oh, my wife got this going on, that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my brother might need something. You know what I'm saying? There's always something, right? Oh, now all of a sudden, this weird noise is in my roof. It's a hole in the roof. One of the properties need a water heater, and the insurance ain't gonna cover it. It's always something, bro. It's always something. It's always something, fam. So with Shannon, last year you was the man, right? Last year you profited from black entertainment beef, gossip, and all of that. You profited off of it. And now, here you are, a victim of everything you everything that made you popular. Now you're a victim of it. You know what I mean? So that's unfortunately that's a part of it, Shannon. That's what it is, bro. And Stephen A. Smith, I don't know how Shannon gonna handle this with Stephen A. But I suspect if Shannon does come back to ESPN, but if ESPN gonna let him go, they should just let him go. To be honest with you, just let him go, because to have a man, the worst part of it is to go back to work and have somebody let you go after you worked all day. You know what I mean? That's the worst part. If you're gonna let me go, then let me go. You dig? Don't wait. Smash that like button, y'all. Share the video. Stephen X said he'll resign or they'll terminate him. Yeah, it'd be one or the other. Yeah, they definitely gonna fire him though. I don't see ESPN after how Stephen A. Smith just talked like a straight jig on his show. I talked to the bosses, and they're some gonna happen, but I have nothing to do with it. I don't make those decisions. Shut up, dude. Just shut up, man. I swear, this dude, man. This dude is such a jig, man. He don't even. I know his bosses probably cringe. Like, man, this dude here ain't got no shame. I mean, this dude got zero shame. Like, bro, dude, we can see this, right? It's not like you talking to this dude behind the scenes, Stephen A. We can see you, bro. You're not clever. You are a sellout. And you've been that for years. You are a sellout. You ain't had to call them people and let them know you finna talk about Shannon or nothing. You could have gave your opinion. Very simple. If you ain't sure what, you could have said, look, man, I know y'all expected me to talk about Shannon. Look, Shannon is my boy. It's an unfortunate situation. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Shannon obviously knows this girl. They obviously have had a consensual sexual relationship at some point, and at some point it went bad. Right? But I wish Shannon is emphatic that he didn't do this, and I believe him. I believe he didn't do this, and I wish him nothing but the best. That's all he had to say. Very easy. Instead, he dramatized it like to some Hollywood movie, some script, like some, I'm conflicted. What are you conflicted about, bro? You know Shannon. You don't know this girl. You don't know her. What are you talking about? You conflicted. How can you be bro? If that ain't a buster, I don't know what it is. I'm telling you something right now, bro. I hold grudges like that with people. If me and you friends, and I can see you my friend, if I'm into it with somebody and I'm telling you my side of the story, and you tell me you conflicted or you ain't in it, I don't want to be in it, or I don't know who to. Okay, bro, I know exactly how I'm gonna treat you for the rest of my life now. I see you, we cool, but you ain't never gonna be rock solid with me ever. Because I'm not pleading my case to you. Now, if we friends, you supposed to be riding with me, homie. Because that's how I do you. If we friends, I'm riding with you. And if you wrong, I'm going to tell you about it later. But what's not finna happen is I'm not finna get between you and somebody else and be like, hey, man, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm conflicted. All right, you be conflicted over there, bro. You be conflicted over there. Because I'm not ever going to see you as, you know what I'm saying, is like rock solid with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we might be cool and all that, but nah. You only got one time to show me that kind of stuff, because I'm real big on loyalty. I'm big on loyalty, fam. So we're going to see. We're going to see how Shannon Sharpe handles Stephen A. Smith. Kia Life says Stephen A. Smith dapped up Bronny and hugged him, then weeks later talked down on him. That's what made LeBron upset. Yeah, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's a sucker, though. You know, that's what he do. He does stuff like that, you know. And he's a hypocrite. That's what makes it worse. He's a hypocrite, right? Because he wants to present himself like he's this upstanding dude who don't live a certain lifestyle, who don't get in no trouble. Nah, bro, you don't get in no trouble right now because you've been lucky. You've been lucky. You ain't got no trouble, Stephen A. Smith, because you've been lucky, right? You've kissed enough pigs behind. You kissed enough of them to where you got the benefit of the doubt. And you know how to move. Respectfully, you know how to move. I'll give you credit for that. Because Stephen A. Smith, he be out here smashing chicks, for sure. He be smashing them. But he been getting away with it. He been getting away with it because he messed with the same couple of chicks. You know what I'm saying? He messed with the same. He messed with the same couple of chicks. They're a little older broads or whatever. But Stephen A. Smith like to put this little image out here that oh man, I be down in LA, I want to go to the playoffs in Miami. I'm trying to figure out, Stephen A., why you love LA so much and Miami so much. And we're talking about basketball, right? You hating on all these small market teams, but you keep trying to get Giannis in LA or Giannis in Miami and all this type of, you love these places, and you talking about ain't nothing to do in Milwaukee. I'm trying to figure out if it's about basketball, if it's about championships, then what does it matter? What does the nightlife matter? What are you doing out there, Stephen? Are you outside having fun, doing something you shouldn't be doing? Are you at the strip clubs or anything like that? Because if you're at the strip club, I already told you that at the beginning of the video. If you're in the strip club, you can't tell me you don't mess with young chicks if you're in the strip club, because that's all that's in there. Young chicks. Some of them be under the age of 18. And you wouldn't know it because that's up to the strip club owner. They get these girls. They need some girls. They short. They need some girls to work. Girls show them some ID. They let the girl dance. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Boxing Fan Times 4 is in the super chat with the 2-piece, with the 20-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He says the audio sound like they was role playing. Only thing I criticize Shannon is for crapping on Zion and Deshaun Watson, and he out here doing this. Ain't no one of that girl cheeks worth $25K. I heard that. He said, "Girl look Latina." Yeah. She's like one of Caucasian Latinas. You know what I'm saying? Like a white Latina, a Spaniard type chick. You know what I'm saying? More so than anything else, but more so than indigenous. She's like one of them Spaniard type chicks. But anyway, you're right. Like I say, Shannon is he talking crazy about Zion and them, and he talking crazy about all these other guys that's out here making moves. But then what happened? That's why I be trying to tell y'all, fam. Your dirt can come to the light. So all you dudes that's on your high horse, that's on this YouTube or on the internet, talking crazy about Shannon today, understand in a week it could be you. This is all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. One old girlfriend who feel like you cheated on her or things went bad between y'all. All it takes is for her to happen to stumble across your social media and see that you got a lot of views. Oh, I used to date him. Oh, he's somebody? Oh, he's somebody on the internet. Okay. She going to start watching you for a little while, listening to you. Jealousy going to start brewing. She come out with an accusation, then what? What you going to be doing? You going to deny it, of course. I ain't did nothing. She lying. Then she drop a picture with you. Or maybe she got some naked picture of you. She dropped that. And then any story she tell about you, what you did to her, all she got to do is show that naked picture. Everybody going to believe it. Half the people in the chat, half the people you think is your subs and they ride with you, man, you let a girl drop a naked picture of you and say that you did this and that to her, they going to believe it. Half the people going to be, oh, man, this ain't a good look. Oh, man, this bad here. It can happen to you. I promise you. It can happen. It can happen. But anyway, I'm going to go down here and make me something to eat. Now, I'll be back later on and talk about some boxing. I'm going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis and all that good stuff, what they got going on. But we about a week away from Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And, I'm looking forward to that fight in New York. Smash the like button, share the video, y'all. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. Thank y'all for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already sub. Turn your notification bell, man. Boxing fan times 4 in the super chat. Appreciate the love. With the 2-piece, he says, also, I think Busby might be a manager. He is. Busby is the pimping, bro. But Tony Busby is the pimping, and he's sending these bras. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all figure it out one day. Y'all gonna figure it out one day. Shout out to the brother OG Bam in the building. What to do, OG Bam? He said, brothers with money better leave them white girls alone. You ain't told no lies, brother. You ain't told no lies at all. All right, y'all finna get up out of here. Go make me something to eat. Hot y'all in a minute. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button on the way out. Share the video. Peace.